Hello, welcome to a new video from English class. In today's video we're going to be looking at how to pass the Proficiency speaking test for Cambridge. So first, some quick background information. In the exam there will be two candidates, one examiner and one interlocutor. The interlocutor will be the one who's reading you the questions and basically controlling the exam, whereas the examiner will be the one sat to the side of the table taking notes. It could be that there are three candidates, not two, but normally there's usually you and another candidate. There are three different sections to this part of the test. 1, the interview, 2, the collaborative task, and 3, the long turn task. So we're going to start today with only part 1, which is the interview. Before we get into it, I would like to address some of the points that you will be marked on. The first one is your grammatical structures. Okay, so maybe you should be looking to use some complicated or even sophisticated grammatical structures, such as inversions, for example, hardly, do I, etc., etc. Or maybe some cleft sentences. For example, instead of saying the dog chased the cat, you could say it was the dog who chased the cat. And also some reduced relative clauses. Instead of saying this is the pen which belongs to my brother, you could say this is the pen belonging to my brother. And maybe even show off some of your third conditional uses. If I had known about I would have, etc., etc. The second thing they'll be marking you on is the use of vocabulary, your lexical resource. So basically your use of vocabulary should sound natural, like that of a native speaker. How can we help you do that? Well, by using some phrasal verbs, also using some idioms. You can check out this video here to improve or even brush up on some of your idioms, and some expressions. And the third thing they'll be marking you on is your discourse management. Okay, so this basically means how you're organizing your speech. Are you fluent? Have you used connectors such as firstly or furthermore, etc., etc. Basically to show that you're comfortable with the language itself, to focus more on the content that you're providing. The fourth thing that you'll be marked on is your pronunciation. You don't all have to sound like the Queen of England, but you should be wary or conscious of, for example, word stress or even intonation in a sentence. Check out this picture here and look at some of the differences of intonation. Have a go at practicing it yourself now. And the fifth and final thing they will be marking you on is your interactive communication. This applies in part 2 of the test mostly, so we'll get into that in the next video. So for now, let's have a look at part 1 of the Cambridge Proficiency Speaking Test. Part 1, the interview. This lasts for about 2 minutes if it is you and your partner. If there are 3 of you, it will last for about 3 minutes to compensate. Okay, you may interact with your partner, but it's not necessary. This part of the test tests you on your general interaction and your social language. So, questions about your home, hometown, job, personality, and even hobbies are all common. Sometimes the proficiency exam will require you to speculate and give your opinion. So there's 2 different types of question. A speculative question and an opinion related question. So an example of an opinion related question could be this here. What do you enjoy most about the place where you're living now? A suitable answer or something thereabouts could be, well, to be honest, I live quite a comfortable life. Although it's not the most upmarket area, there's a lot going for it. It has lots of leafy areas where dog lovers would be in their element. And also it's a stone's throw away from the metro line, which takes you straight into town. All in all, I couldn't say just one thing I like the most. I wouldn't change it for the world. Of course, this is just an example of something that would be an ideal answer. If you're using some phrasal verbs or idioms or expressions of your own, then that would be great too. A speculative question could be something like, with more shopping being done over the internet, what future is there for ordinary stores? an ideal answer would be something like, to be honest, I would say the future is touch and go for ordinary retail stores. Large international companies such as Amazon or eBay are really starting to take hold in the retail industry rather than retail stores. Hardly do I buy things in stores these days, as online shopping has really caught on, even with the older generations. Who's to say we might not wind up becoming the laziest generation there has ever been? Okay, as you can see that some words are highlighted in bold. Now there could be some inversions, there could be some phrasal verbs, or even some idioms or expressions, so keep an eye out for them. Now you may also be posed a question that is both speculative and opinion related. Here's an example. Is it common for people to leave the place you come from? An ideal answer or thereabouts would be something like, firstly, in my opinion, it is common. This might be due to the lack of job security after you finish college or university. Also, with great availability of low-cost flights and the influence of media, it could be that this won't stop. People from, and you would say your country, seem to have the idea that you never know what lies in store for them when they move abroad. Okay. Now, it is very important to remember in this part, we don't want you memorizing specific phrases. We want you to look at key words and some colourful language to use. So here's some examples of some vocabulary you can use in relation to describing areas, describing travelling, and even describing jobs. Okay, finally, as this interaction chart shows here, this is telling us that you don't need to interact with your partner, although please bear in mind that you should try to nod and even smile and even look interested. No matter how nervous you are. Listen, examiners are just human, just like you and I are, so they will understand if you're nervous, and they of course will give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, that is the end of the video, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like, please share it, and of course subscribe to the English Class channel. Goodbye for now.